One of the chants that several people shouted was APD, KKK, IDF, they're all the same. What does that say to you about what the community believes about the Austin Police Department, and what would you say to them?
Everybody's entitled to their own opinions, them sharing their opinions. No issues there. If anything, I would ask that people take the time to learn about our organization and our department.
Robin Henderson has been serving as the interim police chief for the Austin Police Department for 9 months now. That time has been marked by drastic police shortages, including more than 300 officer job vacancies in the department. That strain, she says, makes itself known on days like April 24th and 29th, when APD assisted in responding to the hundreds of UT Austin students protesting on campus.
When you're talking about those peaks in events, it does add another layer of strain, if you will. And so when you add that on, those are just a lot of factors to contend with when we're dealing with a dwindling police force.
Chief Henderson's office declined to comment on the ongoing negotiations for a police contract between the city and the police union, particularly as it concerns hurdles over transparency and implementation of the Police Oversight Act. She and I did speak about transparency and how it played into one high-profile case with what Chief Henderson called a misstep. Earlier this year, the Austin Police Department and Chief Henderson publicly apologized for not acting on a tip in a high-profile murder case that could have potentially saved lives. Because it happened so long ago, that officer cannot be disciplined for their role in what Henderson called a misstep. Those sorts of cases, ones where officers are investigated but not disciplined, are at the center of discussions on the Police Oversight Act for the so-called G-file, private personnel records on officers that would be made public under the Police Oversight Act.
Would something like this go into the G-file that would then be a part of their personnel record?
That is correct, because the internal review that we immediately initiated is an administrative, there's that administrative component.
The chief's office also declined to comment on the ongoing Daniel Perry case, as well as the search for a new full-time police chief. But she says recruitment of new officers is something of a long game.
Please know it's a long process, so it takes about a year. From the date that they start a cadet class to the time that they're a fully fledged officer on their own is about a year time frame.
Thank you for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and get the latest news by downloading the CBS Austin News app.